Hi, y'all. Sorry I'm late there. Got so behind there. Shit happens. And that happens. Okay. Um, yeah, symbols of control and manipulation. And we'll have fun with this today. So this we opened. I forgot to throw that down there. Oopsie. Need just a minute. Okay. Need just a minute. Here. I got that dog is barking again. I bet there's another dog out there right now. So uh okay. Just a minute. There. It should be there below. So okay. Me just a sec here. Let's see if there's a doggy out here. I gotta run away. I'll be right back. Okay, it was just my neighbor. Of course. Um, I apologize again. I'm sorry. Okay, just a minute. The link is below. Anybody want to join here? So, um, okay, okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Again. I just got put so behind today. It's not even funny. Funny how one little thing will just. Psh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Here we go. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Like I talked about a little this morning, how uh, these ancient symbols, and even they make up new ones to manipulate people with, and perform their word spells with, if you will, uh, and to manipulate and control us into doing what they want us to do, and things, and like say, what the hell? There's a damn ladybug. Oh no. Anyway, um, but yeah, um, it could be anything. They use all kinds of things. I don't even have nothing, no links or nothing for this stuff because it's pretty much basic common sense. I mean, stuff like say if you look at all the flags and how the symbology behind them and stuff and the origins of them, they're all Freemasonic and stuff. So there you go with the flags. That's just one of very many. And there's a lot of people out there that they get behind them flags, and it's like, oh man, this flag, it's like it means what they tell you it means. Pretty much is what they say, what they tell you it means. It means patriotism and blah blah blah. But it don't. It means you know, what I just said. It's their symbols, their ways of getting us to manipulate us and stuff. Like I said, to get behind a flag or something, a symbol, and you know how they do that stuff with the various flags of these corporations and stuff. And I'm waiting on my phone to charge up some here. I'm going outside here in just a minute to do something. But anyway, but yeah, like I said, the link to join is below. If anybody wants to join and discuss this topic here, like I said, I'm sorry I'm so late, but one thing there happens and you just snowball effect or butterfly effect. It affects the rest of your day and everything. But yeah, anyway, right. And then I started doing my own things, like with the art stuff and painting various things like they do the flowers and things like that, and these symbols and things like that's what I burnt last night was one of them papers with the symbols and stuff on it. That's what I'm saying here with the symbolism. We need to stop being manipulated by this shit and stop getting behind a banner, a flag, a symbol, whatever, and just unite as people, not because of this thing here or that thing there. Get together and get it done for the good of everybody. I know that sounds, but anyway, that's bottom line here, and that's the tools they use to manipulate and divide us. I've done it myself, been manipulated. We all have, and mind controlled and all this shit since we were born. And it's really hard to break away from that. It really is. It's a lot harder than people think it is. But anyway, like I said, I'm waiting for the phone to charge up there. I'm going outside and having some fun. It's a surprise. Anyway, you might like it, you might not. You might hate me for it. You might not. I really don't care. But anyway, I don't know what else more to say besides that, because that's how they operate. That's how they work. They been doing this for God knows how long to all of us, and using it to like I said, control and manipulate and enslave us. I mean, it just look at how crazy people go over money. And like with Thanksgiving and the Black Friday sale, which is fucking crazy anyway. You know what I mean? But after celebrating being thankful, they go out and kill each other over $2 off or something. It's insane. That's that. Like I said, that's how they manipulate us and control us and keep us, not all of them, keep people acting like, look at them, look at how they're acting so fucking crazy. They need more laws. They need more control. But like I said, they trick people into doing these things. And these people, we need to tell these people, if you can, get through to them. I have a few people here in the last few weeks. But just today I talked to a lady in the grocery store. Not about this, but about reading labels. And if you can really trust what they say is in said thing that you're buying. But anyway, she was really interesting lady. She used to work in the fruit and orange with oranges and stuff. I was talking about how the orange juice had went up, And I didn't get it because it's all natural, they say, GMO. It was $5.52 for a gallon of it. And I'm like, my God, it was only like $4 last time I bought it. Or like $3.58, three something like that, almost $4. And then I go back today to get it, and I'm like, well, they can fucking keep that shit. Anyways, like I said, yeah, with that stuff, they even manipulate us into what we can and can't afford to buy, too. There, and you can even go so far as that, like with the fruits and the vegetables, how they package certain foods. I've heard some others talk on here about that as well, about how they do that. Like, say, any kind of fruit, pick a fruit, and they'll like make it look like, like strawberries, something strawberry flavored, and you think it's strawberries, real strawberry, but it's fake crap. And anyway, that's a whole nother debate. Anyway, the GMOs and all that stuff. I know Debbie and Grimm does a lot of good stuff on that as well, and the vaccines and stuff, and Kenny too, experimental vaccines. So I'll try to put them links below there as well for that stuff, and lots of others do that too. But I've worked with them a lot. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. But yeah, oh yeah, I knew it, and he's right too. But anyway, okay. Like I said, I'm waiting on this to charge up some more, and then I'll get that. I'll get outside and do that there. So, anyways, hey Laz, it figures. Freaking hell. Okay, anyway. Hey there, Laz. Like I said, what I'm going to do, I'll probably get a lot of hate mail and stuff after this, but like I said, I don't really care. Because it's the whole point of the symbols and the symbolism used to manipulate us. And this is one that's been used a lot to manipulate and control people and divide people. And it's got to go. Anyways, I hope you're having a great day there, Laz. Anybody, like I said, cares to join, the link is below. I'm sorry I didn't see you there soon enough. But let me close that out there. Anyway, it's an odd time of day, but like I said, this is the time of day that only time of day I have to do this. So, because it gets crazy in the evening, if you got kids, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, but yeah, like I said, anybody wants to join, the link is below. You're more than welcome to join and discuss this topic here. I know it's Friday, right? So, I hope everybody's having a good Friday. It's been pretty good so far. So, except for getting thrown behind there, I had to go halfway across. I live at the one end of the county and work at the other end. That's where he works too, and he forgot to give me the debit card thing this morning, and I had to go all the way back up there, and then come all the way back and go to the store and stuff. And fun. And the kids, they enjoyed the breakfast this morning. It was really fun. But yeah, the symbols of control and manipulation, like I said, that's why, I've been trying to do this myself. But, the symbols and stuff is something you gotta be really careful with when you do them, because sometimes you don't know what you're messing with, what you're playing with there, and you gotta be really careful with that. So, as well. So just that's why I'm sticking to the basic stuff. Like this here, it's not finished. I had to get some green paint today, and like the flowers and stuff like that. But I mean, I could show you stuff and links and everything, but this is stuff that's right in your face all the time. I mean, look at Christmas. There's a shitload of symbolism there. Y'all, I don't need to tell y'all. I mean, you can look it up, the symbolism and the real meanings behind all this stuff. That it's not really about Jesus. It's about the solstice and all this stuff. Yes, right, lads. Symbolism is a language. Nature speaks in symbols. There's nothing to fear about it, right? But when they use it against you, that's when you got to watch, because they do use it against us, and you got to be able to discern that for yourself. I should have said that from the beginning. I'm sorry there. I don't fear it, no, but when they use it to manipulate you, that's when you should be really wary of these things. I wish I had some stuff here to show, but I do. This here, right here, that. I don't even need to tell y'all what the story on this here. Pretty basic there. But if you look at the history behind it and stuff, and the history of the Civil War, and the how both sides was controlled and shit like that, it's really was all wars are manipulated and set up in advance. So but if they're not, they're quickly done that way. They're quickly took control of by them and manipulated to the side they want to win, which was the Union, or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, like I said, when I do what I'm going to do here, yeah, a lot of people probably hate me for it, but like I said, I don't care, because it needs to be done. Need to get rid of these kinds of symbols, not the nature symbols and stuff like Laz is talking about. These symbols that they use against us to control and manipulate us. And like I said, we all get sucked into this stuff. I mean, I don't even need to tell y'all about the symbols, because like I said, they're in your face. They're everywhere. They use them to group us into little groups and shit like that. And I don't know what else. Like I said, I mean, it's just something everybody should watch out for and learn the meanings behind these symbols that they use to control and manipulate us. Like I said with the flags, they're all Freemasonic flags, and also look in the Admiralty law as well. That goes with the flags with the fringe, y'all. If y'all don't know about that, it's I got some links there. I might post later today if I have time. If I can find them. I've still got them somewhere, but yeah. Anyway, this is gonna be fun. Okie dokie. But like I said, with the video I did last night, my boy, he was the one in control of the camera and stuff. So I didn't get to say like what I said this morning. I didn't get to say that because he's like, "Rest in peace." I'm like, "Damn it!" But he had fun doing that and everything. So, okie dokie. I understand what you're saying and trying to explain this. Their psyop is deep. Yes, it is, lads. Definitely is. Definitely is. There. Okay. Anyway, I'll have to. Crap, how am I going to do this? Okay. Let's see. Grr. Give me just a second here. If I can find my live stream here on my phone. Aha. There we go. There it is. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Ah, fuck. That ain't gonna work. Shit. I'm sorry. Give me just a second. Here, I ain't done this like this in a while. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'll have to mute there on this one. So just give me just a second. Is it on here? Okay. Whoops. I forgot. I clicked the wrong button on my phone. And I forgot to cut the volume down on this one. Oops. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Okay. Give me just a minute here. So, okay. All right, then. Okay, now, I'm sorry, y'all. Shit. Um, crap. Hold on just a second. Okay, there we go. All right. Hello. Okay. Shit. Hang on just a second. Got to get my stuff together here, sir. Give me just a minute. Yeah, exactly, lads. It's tribal symbolism nowadays. It's corporate. Yeah, exactly. Right there, lads. Um, exactly. Yeah, they do this shit to our stuff, and Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, can you see me? Okay, there I am. Okay, yeah. And it's very bright out here. Very bright. Okay. Watch out, kitties. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, yeah. Anyway, I don't even know if I'll need this shit. I can't even see because I've got to keep my brightness up on here. Okay, yeah. Where are you, kitty? There you go. Now, don't you come over here again. And give me just a sec here. Oops, I was muted and didn't know. Crap. Am I still here? Okay. Give me just a second. Okie dokie. Am I still here? Okay, here we go. Where's my thing where I can flip the screen? Damn it. Where the hell did it go? No, cat. Get away. Okay. Front facing camera. Is it doing it? Okay. Cat, get back. Get back, Jack. I'm not playing, dude. Stop it. Crap. Where did I put my. There it is. Okie dokie. Here we go. There, y'all. Like I said, if it will burn, it should. This may be an epic fail, but we're gonna try. Watch it, cat. Damn. You're gonna get burnt. Look, watch it not gonna burn for me. Watch. Here we go. Well, cat, you need to like move. You're gonna get burnt. This ain't gonna burn. What the hell's wrong with it? It's gonna melt because it ain't a real flag. Anyway, see, there you go. Cheaply made stuff. What do you expect? It's not gonna burn. Anyways, we'll give this another shot here. Give me just a minute. There. I don't think this is gonna work because these. There we go. Let's get this here. There we go. Shit. Watch it. I'm missing it too. God damn it. Here we go. You better move, cat. Is it getting it? God damn it. There we go. There you go. Like I said, I probably just like made 1,000 enemies on here. But oh well. There we go. Anyway. Okay. Look. Steep plastic. Not even real flag. But anyway. That's the symbolism there of that. Like I said, the way they use it to manipulate people there, it's gone for me. So anyway, I gotta wait till this is done here and everything. I told my boy what I was going to do. He said, no. I'm like, yes, I'm going to do it. But anyway, there we go. Your history. Anyways. Okay, is it on? There we go. It's gone, pretty much. So there we go. I bet my neighbors is wondering what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, there we go. I'm cold, man. So there we go. Okay, that was fun. Okay. Anyway, I enjoyed that. You know, I know a lot of people out there was probably, like I said, oh my God, what are you doing? Anyway, uh, and I think I got lighter fluid on me, but oh well. So give me just a second. I gotta leave this one. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Whew. Okay, that was fun. Right, lads. Okie dokie. Anyway, like I said, the link there is there below. There, if anybody wants to join in there really quick. Uh, like I said, anyway, like he said, ashes to ashes. That made me feel really good getting rid of that because, like I said, it's one of the many things they use to manipulate and control us. And it's gone now. For me, that is. And it's like you see people on here that's like us and against the New World Order and all this stuff. They have fucking flags behind them. The American flag, state flags, you know, all that stuff. Like Laz said, they're tribal symbolism, and they twisted it and perverted it and used it against us to manipulate and control us. And there you go. I have no flag. I have no master. No God. No masters. Tell your own self what to do. You know, trust your own heart and soul in what you feel is the right thing to do. And that to me felt like the right thing to do. So if I offended anybody, why should you be offended? Because that's my choice. And it's the truth. There, like we said, they use this shit against us, and it's time to stop clinging to that kind of shit and let it go. Let it go. All that shit, you know. I could make a list of fucking 1,000 miles long. Not 1,000 miles long, but you know what I mean. The concept there. I feel like I should have a drink to that, but I can't. I got to drive in a little bit there. So, oh, child, these children, man. What's going on with them lately? Okay, here. Yeah, that made me feel really good today. Doing, like I said, it probably shocked some people. Like, oh my God, what is she doing? Come to your senses and do the same. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying. What feels right, do what feels right to you. You don't want to burn it, don't burn it. Just throw it away, shred it, whatever. These symbols, that is. And that's, like I said, that's just look how much they've used that one in particular here in the last year or two to spike hatred and shit amongst us and divide us over flag, over symbol. You see that happen all too much on here and out here in our day-to-day lives. Oh yeah, you can jump in, lads. Go right ahead. Yeah, anybody's welcome to join. The link is below. Can't put it in the YouTubes anymore because it's whatever they've done there to keep it from being clickable there and everything. But you're more than welcome to come on, Laz. That was fun. That was fun. I know I probably confused some people last night with that one video, but like I said, I didn't have time to explain it because he clicked off the record button. Give me just a minute. Oh, crap. I meant the wrong one. Here. I'm sorry, y'all. Just a minute. Okay.
Are you there, Becky?
Yeah, I'm here. All right. I don't know if my sound. I ain't got no headphones on, so. All right. How you doing today?
Doing so far so good.
Cool. Cool.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm really good.
I was thinking that what you did there was also a symbolism. The action that you did. You probably feel relief.
Yes.
You know, it's a good action.
Yes, it is.
But might represent something different for other people.
Yes, it did to me. You know, but like I said, it's something they've been using to control and manipulate people for since its inception. Yeah. You know.
But I wanted to tell you that you had no control over what other people think because of what the action that you did. Exactly. You can only control what you do.
Right.
So what other people think is off your hand right now.
Right. So
I won't worry about it.
I ain't worried about it, no. I mean, it's enough's enough of that, you know, the letting them manipulate us like that. Like you said, it's up to each individual to discern that for themselves.
Exactly.
So.
And when we tried to go into the situation there with the Civil War, it was two tribes trying to control a continent or half a continent.
Yeah.
And we see that the Pope was send General Lee a letter saying, "Hey, you are officially the horse that I'm betting on."
Right.
And you got Lincoln on the other side saying, no, I'm going to be the one that we're going to have union. So these people have been unifying, working in this worldwide government for thousands of years.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
When we look at the Crusades, we look at the invasion of America, Australia. These people have been working at this and always having in the hand that flag of the cross, which is the one you burn now, which is, like you said, it's a symbol of X mark the spot.
Right.
We own this now, you know.
Yes, exactly.
But it's a corporation taking control of a land by force from the people that really are there. the
Right.
natives, the Australians. I mean, they took that land and then they tax the people living there under their power, their control. If you don't do it, you go to jail. We get you killed. I mean, it's a symbol of control, like you said. It's a symbol of power.
Oppression.
So anybody looking at a flag for any country, even mine, Cuba, would say those people that flag represent the power and the butchery and the murder of the people that control this world.
Yes, exactly. Like you said, it goes back thousands and thousands of years. I've done a lot of research on that stuff, and it's, like you said, though, people will have to find that for themselves. That's a big, deep rabbit hole too, and you can get lost in it. It's that deep, and it goes back that far to where we could probably never even find the end, if there even is an end, a beginning. I'm sorry, of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the more we dig, the worse it gets, the more complicated it gets. At the end of the day, we have to say, wait a minute, okay, we know history as much as we can. We know the means that they use against us. But at the end of the day, they're trying to gain control over my life.
Yep.
So whatever happened before in history, whatever's going to happen in the future, I can only allow them to control me, or I can control myself. So it's a war of will.
Yes.
Their will against your will, and everything else is psychological operations. It's symbolism. It's this. It's that.
Yep.
And once we get that thing out of my mind, I say, wait a second. It's a battle of will. They do it on the physical plane and the psychological plane, the religious plane, the monetary plane.
Yeah.
So those are games that they play, which if we break it down, is either psychological or physical. That is torture, jail, murder, or movies or symbolism. It's two games they're playing at the same time.
Yep.
But we are the one that says no or yes.
That's right.
We have a choice.
Yes, we do.
Yep. Now the choice comes with the consequences. That we can go to jail, we can get murder, we can get torture, we can beat up on the streets, we can get all the things that we work for, the money, the property, taken away from us. It comes with consequences.
All right.
So if we are willing to take those consequences and face them, then we should have no fear of the future.
That's right. And that's what's wrong. I see with a lot of people on here that do this, like what we do. The fear of that stuff. That's what stops a lot of people from really taking action and really doing anything about stuff. Is that fear, which, a lot of the fear, some of the fear I can understand, but if you really want that change to come, you got to make that sacrifice and step that foot forward and do it. Because who else is going to do it? We're all waiting on somebody else. I've heard people say this a lot. Everybody's waiting on everybody else. So that was my first step. Actually, not my first, but that's one big step for me there in doing what I did there. Because if you know, I used to have that behind me myself, like I talked about the other people that had their flags behind them. And I'm done with this shit.
It's an anchor. It's a cross that people keep on putting on top of themselves, trying to look to and let society know, hey, wait a minute, I'm not part of them. I'm part of you. Yes. I'm a part of this tribe, the group that your people have created around them, and they don't want to look. They're looking for that concept of the people around them. And they don't understand that you came to this world, all of us came to this world by ourselves, and we will live by ourselves.
Exactly.
It's an individual struggle. It's not a group struggle. Everybody looks for number one.
Right.
It's a matter of principle.
Exactly. You got to do what's right and best for yourself and your family.
Yeah. See, I follow the philosophy of the Stoics.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
My brain's a cloud right now.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Yeah, yeah. The Stoics is a philosophy from Greece,
Okay.
and the idea was to be a good individual regardless of the world,
Right.
regardless of gods, regardless of faith, regardless of theologies.
Yeah.
It's just to be good for the sake of being good. It's a virtue to be the best human being that one can be,
Right.
regardless of the world.
Yes. Kind of like the natural order of things.
Yes, actually, that the principle was follow nature,
Yeah.
and they had four statements. One was wisdom. The other one was courage. That's what you did today.
Yeah.
The other one was justice, and the other one was temperance. That is character,
Yeah.
your own character.
Right.
So it's about being good for the sake of being good. That is, there is no do the right thing just because it's right, not because anyone expects a reward in heaven or a punish in hell.
Right. Exactly right. Yes.
Just you know, be they consider that man or the humanity is a rational, intelligent animal or being, and if we don't act rationally, then we are not better than a dog.
Right. Yes. Oh, yes. And like I was talking about how people go crazy there after the Thanksgiving when they have or any holiday where they have these sales, and they have these days where you're thankful for what you have, but like I said, how they act all crazy and nuts over getting $2 off of something. It's insane.
I tried to upload a year ago about this time a documentary about the people that the things that people buy here in the United States
Yeah.
where they made, and they were made in Asia and Latin America, and those
Yeah.
people work for pennies there,
Oh yeah, I know.
while they sell it here for thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And I
Sickening.
tried to upload that video, and they block it worldwide.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of
You
course.
know, so if anybody watch the condition of the people, the kids, the woman that make the stuff that people buy here in the United States, they probably will not go on to the store and buy a $20 T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because
Yeah.
they will say, "Wait a second, I'm condemning the people that made these things to slavery."
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And some of
the
the
main idea
places.
of the people that do this thing that control this world is to make us uh, uh, part of their evil things
Yeah.
by collecting taxes from us to war. So we all have our hands full of blood
Yeah.
because we were part of that. But
Yeah.
there's nothing we can do about the past. But if we can just once we find out the truth, then we can say what you did today, no more.
Exactly.
Whatever happens.
Yeah, it's up to us to make a better future for the children, grandchildren, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just think of the future they're going to have if we don't do something now. It's not a very good one.
It's like the Native American. They say we don't own the land. We just keep it for the children until they ready to take care of it.
Yes.
You know, nobody owns the land. We just keepers.
Yeah. Yeah. Now they just take it from people. This is mine.
Yeah.
What they do. That's where the Admiralty law comes in too,
Yeah.
with all the as well. You know, like I said, I got a lot of links about that. I think there's actually a good playlist on my channel about it. So tells all about it. I don't need to leave no links or nothing. Just I can put the link for that playlist below. But it explains a lot about how they use these laws to manipulate people. All of us.
I think that once we get into the maritime law, the common law, and all that, yeah, it's a good thing to learn as a stepping stone into our own liberation. But at the end of the day, like I said, regardless of what happened in the past or is going to happen in the future, today we, as an individual, have to really listen to our conscience and see what is it that is right for us to do today. Not worry about the past, not worry about the future, not have no regrets or the mistakes that we made on the past, or any hopes for the future when it comes to trying to fix the problem. We have no control over other people at all. And if we try to control the people by our actions, then we become what we hate. We become these rulers.
Yes.
So we got to do what we as an individual can do today, to do the right thing today, and accept the fact that it could be consequences.
Yeah.
I have no fear over that.
Right. That's like with what I did. I can imagine what will happen with that, because you know how people are about that particular flag. But you know, that's like I said, it's just a symbol they use against us. Whatever it may mean to you is irrelevant. It's it's how they use it and everything.
Well, the way I see it is, if any friend of mine do not agree what I do, then I have no control over that. It's up to them. It's their problem, not mine.
Right.
I don't have to ask permission for anyone to do what I think is right.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah. And I don't. That probably shocked a lot of people because of the way I've talked about the flag before myself, and not realizing how I was myself been manipulated and stuff. Since, like I said at the beginning, since you're born, you're done this way.
It's a deep mindfuckery.
Yeah, exactly. It is. It goes very deep.
They fuck on us from birth to cradle to death, and they don't use condoms.
No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't even use Vaseline.
No.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Damn, man.
They want you to hurt, buddy.
Yeah. They want you to know they're in control.
Yeah, they do.
It's in our face right there. Do what I tell you or die.
Yeah, exactly.
You should research the Stoics. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, he was a Stoic, and he has a huge book on meditations. And he wasn't supposed. It was not to be published. It was like his memorandum, like his own personal memo. And someone published that after his death, so we can look into the insight of someone that was an emperor and wrote in private that he absolutely had no control over anybody, not that he wishes to have control over anybody. He was, and then you have a slave called Epictetus that also wrote books about what we should expect in life is just to be the right individual, the good individual.
Yeah. Be the best you can be.
Mm-hmm. Based on nature,
Like
of course.
Yeah. Yeah. And have no fear
No
of
fear.
being.
No fear. That was the main thought of the Stoics back there. Had no fear of death, had no fear of pain, no fear of anything that you had no control over it. That don't mean that you're gonna sit down and take it. No, you're gonna do what you can to protect, to work, and like you're doing with your paintings, and try to follow your life and forget about those people that pretend to have control over you. You have
Yep.
no control over that.
Right. Exactly. But you do, like you said, have control over you. Y'all take control of
Well,
your
they,
own
they
life.
try to gain control over you. They
Yeah.
try all the time. So
It's
if we know that they try to control our food, then well, we should say, okay, what's the best solution for this? Then we have to uh, have our own garden. Try to know people that have their own garden and trade
Yep.
with them. Try to eat as healthy as we can.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, it's like I I had to go to my aunt's funeral here a while back, and they were talking about just that, the farming. Because my family, there's a lot of farmers. It's a long history of, like I said on my one video, I'm gonna come from a long line of preachers and farmers. I forgot to throw that in there. They were preachers and farmers. But yeah, they were talking about farming and how much they got. They got a lot. I heard a lot of them say they got a lot of produce this year from what they had grown. They got a lot of yield from it and stuff. But that was really good to hear that people are still keeping up with the traditions of doing that and everything, and it's not dying out. Like my grandpa on my mama's side was a beekeeper and a farmer, and as well, that's how he made a living. Was the farming. I think he had done odd jobs or something too, but he done the beekeeping, and his son now, he's in his almost 80. I think he's 80 years old, but he's got a business, and he sells the supplies and things like that for people to build their own beehives. So that's not going to die with. It didn't die with my grandpa. It's going to be carried on by him and his sons and so on. There. So people learn to grow this stuff their own self, and not. That's like you said. That's how they control the food supply. Learn to grow your own food.
Yeah. Yeah, like you went to the funeral, and that's another thing. Even for us to get buried in the land, we have to get a permit and
Yeah.
buy the place, and
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Ridiculous.
it's pay for play, pay for living.
Exactly. And then there you can go into this too as well. This is a subject I'd like to do a show on too. How we're supposed to go back to the earth. That's another control and manipulation too. With that, how they they embalm you and all that stuff, put you in a sealed metal coffin,
Mm.
and put you in the ground. You're staying in that fucking metal box. You're not going
Decomposing.
nowhere. You're not going back to earth or nothing. That's there again. Does that chain your soul to this realm, or that would be a good topic for a debate discussion there.
Well,
That
we can look at it as that's another cube. We
yeah,
get trapped on it psychologically,
right,
but not spiritually. In other words, the idea of these people is, like I said, to control the mind, to control our thoughts, to the point that we have no thoughts other than what we have been indoctrinated into. In other words,
yeah,
if we think that we can't. That is, we say, okay, well, I'm going to be trapped in that coffin. I cannot move on to wherever I'm supposed to go. Then that is in our subconscious.
Yes.
And we're thinking about that.
Yeah.
But once we realize, I said, I don't give a shit about that. I don't care how I'm going to be buried.
Right.
I'm still going to go wherever I'm supposed to go. Then we prepare psychologically ourselves to say they have no control when I'm going.
Yeah.
So that's not going to work. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I like I've said before, I was, religion, church since little, up until I was like the 14, 15 years old. But that's the thing with the religion too, the control. And that's where I heard this, what you were talking about how people say, the dead will rise again. And that's why people want their bodies preserved like that, because they think they're going to come back to that body and walk on the earth again.
Yeah. That's it's a
Easy,
deep
man.
mind fuckery. I mean, it's constantly.
Yeah. My God.
And we always in this survival mentality. Oh, let me save some guns. Let me save food. Let me do this. It's a survivalist mentality that in the defense mode, that I'm gonna have to prepare for this and I have to prepare for that. And that is our life. Always in the defense mode. At what time we're gonna say, you know what, fuck it. I have no control over that. Whatever's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Right. Exactly. I mean, if you look back in the days, they done the funeral pyres, cremation, if you will. But I know a lot of people, like I said, they don't want to do that because they think, oh, well, we won't be able to come back. I was talking with someone about that one day. I said, well, I want to be cremated. Well, you won't get to come back. I was like, and why would I want to come back to this body?
What the
What?
What the hell I want to go back here for?
Really? Come on, man. You can go anywhere after that. Why would you want to come back?
Hell no.
God.
Yeah. See, I think that the ancients people, they had it right.
Yeah.
They say there comes a time in your life that you have to start thinking like a child and ask the question that the child asks. What's the most question that the child asks? Why?
Why?
You tell the child, well, you got to do this or you got to do that, and the child look at you and say, why?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's the question that we have to ask ourselves many times. When someone comes to us and says, oh, you're going to be buried in the ground and you want to come back, and you turn to the guy and says, why?
Right.
That pisses people up.
Because Jesus said so.
Yeah, well, I don't know any Jesus.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? That's what they'll say.
Yeah. I understand. I get it. But that's the answer that I will give him. I don't know any Jesus.
Right.
I don't know any Satan. I don't know any devil. Oh, but he's there.
Right.
Well, I don't know. If he comes to me, then we can talk. But until now, I haven't never talked to them.
Right.
So when the time comes, I cross that bridge.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's a scare tactic.
It is, yeah. It is. Like I said, the religion, they love to do that to people. That's traumatizing to a child as well. That's why, I let mine decide for themselves. If they wanted to go, I did let them go, but I said, I'm not going. You can go and see what it's like and decide for yourself. And they don't want to go.
Well, you only yourself, and they are being bombarded online and TV and school. They don't want to look weird in front of their friends.
Yeah.
So it's a self-discovery. It takes time. It takes years.
It does. Well, see, my boy, he's a lot like me. he don't care, what they think about him. I mean, he's a very giving person. I mean, that's something that they don't want people to do. They don't want us to be giving to each other and help each other out and stuff. This boy has gave away half his lunch, and he comes home starving anyway. But there's this one kid that he don't ever have the money for lunch because they don't meet the income requirements for the free lunch at school, and they can't afford to give him money to eat. So he would let him eat half of his lunch. Just little things like that. They don't want us to do that. They don't want us to help each other out and stuff like that. Even not just by giving stuff, just by being there for somebody as well. Like I was saying about how they group us up into these little groups and stuff and everything. Oh no, you can't help them because they're part of that group, or that can be used that way as well. Why are you helping them? Because they're part of that group. They're not one of us. But the thing is, we're all one. We're all part of this, whatever you want to call this experience, the human race is having.
Yeah, the Stoics said that the idea was to be a cosmopolitan, that is a world citizen.
Yeah.
Part of humanity. About this lunch from school, my daughter had the same situation, and I say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to pick you up. Instead of in front of the school, I'm going to pick you up in the back of the school. And I did that. She walked towards the back of the school. I took her to the dumpster outside in the back behind the school, and I show her the food that they throw away there.
Oh man, yes.
And then she said, wow, some kids out there don't have lunch and they throwing away this food behind the school.
Yeah.
So instead of giving it to the kids, they throw away.
Yeah. They'd rather throw it away.
And I said, well, that's not it. Let's go to I took her to the Winn-Dixie supermarket here and behind to the dumpster. And I show her all the boxes of fruits and vegetables they throw out there every single day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I worked in the food service mostly here my working career, and yeah, it's sickening to see how much food people really do throw away. And like you said, the food from the grocery stores, but same for that, that gets thrown away. I mean, there'd be plates coming back there. I mean, they barely touched it.
We don't have an overpopulation. We don't have a shortage in food. Those are myths that they have indoctrinated people. We don't have an overpopulation. There is it's a big earth. A lot of food are being produced, but in order for these people to keep the demand going, they have to hold on to the supply.
Yeah. Yeah. And in some places, some countries, if it's not the perfect shape, they throw it away.
Yeah, most of the time, the food that just in this hurricane that came by Florida, you should have seen. I should have filmed that. I'm talking about tons of food throw away. They throw away tons of food outside because they waited until the last minute, like 3 or 4 days without power, to say, okay, that food is not safe to eat.
And they could have gave it to people before it went bad.
Yeah, they could have gave it to people. But that's not it. It's like everything, like minerals, like diamonds. The diamonds is not rare. Gold is not rare.
Yes.
But they have to keep the demand going, so they have to just hold on to the supply and keep the prices up.
Oh yeah. And diamonds, they're overflowing in them mines, and you have these little kids in there mining them. So that rock on your finger or on your ears and necklace, think of that little kid that gets his hand chopped off for taking one little diamond so it can feed its family.
And the excuse that I hear, man, most of the time to people that I talk to about this, especially the diamond situation and the clothes and the articles that the people producing all the countries, they say, well, that's what you're going to do. If you stop these companies paying those kids out there for the diamonds and all that, they will die. They will die of hunger because that's the only income they have. And I say, are you so mind fuck that you cannot think beyond that?
Exactly.
The reason that they are in that poverty is because
Because of that.
they are keep that way,
Yeah.
so they can have to go to the mud and get out of the mud.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. If you look at the history there, just look at the history of when the industries did come into that country and start raping it of its minerals. Like I've said, I've done a lot of research on a lot of this stuff, and it's really eye opening. It should really be eye opening to anybody that looks into this stuff. And you see, like you just said, it's by design. They keep them like
Yep.
that so they will work for them, like they do to everybody.
It's deep. It's deep. We trap,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a like they have turned the America or the U.S. and the world into a slavery system, a feudal system of caste system
Yeah.
of
Oh yeah.
when they say, okay, the some have to suffer for the well-being of others.
Yeah.
They have this mentality of one man is not important; it's the majority that is important.
Yeah.
So if one man have to die for the well-being of the majority, then he should die
Yeah.
and suffer and be hungry and all that. So
Yeah. And like you
but
said, people so mind fucked.
yeah, yeah, it's deep. It's because if you start talking about this, they call you a communist.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
you think of you start talking about this, they call you antichrist. It's like they have labels that they can throw at you
Yeah.
and protect themselves. Because if you're right, then 80% of the world is wrong.
Yeah.
So it's it's troubled times.
It is. It is indeed. And like you said earlier, it's up to us to be the best person we can be,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just like turn your back on them and just live your life and do right by other people. And
yeah.
that's how we beat them, is by doing that and
Yeah.
helping
Asking
them.
why.
Hmm?
Asking why.
Yeah, asking why.
Look at this petroleum oil situation with the gas and everything.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, the prices of the gas went skyrocketing.
Yes.
And the excuse they gave in the media was, oh, the supply is short. We have a short supply. And even the king of Saudi Arabia said, no, 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 no. I don't know what you guys talking about. We got plenty. We got plenty. But they suppress that information in the media, and they keep on beating the drums of, oh, the demand is low, or there could be war in Israel, there could be war there. So the this is a speculative. We live in a speculative world where economics is a speculative, religion is a speculative. We're following some people that speculate that the Messiah is going to come in the religion. We speculate in the prices, and we continue to support that and trying to explain to other people what we heard, why we are in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the reason is that we are in this situation is because we allow it. We consent to this.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
I'm sorry, I was having some technical difficulties.
uh-oh. Are we still on? Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that.
You back?
Yeah. Connection.
Well, I came in. I jumped in to congratulate you, and it's another control mindfuckery that you left behind you.
Yes.
And
that felt really good
yeah,
too.
You're gonna,
huh?
Yeah. But you know, maybe your friends look at you as a white person and say, "What? Oh, wow, you white and you did that," or
Yeah.
or you American and you did that, or you South and you did that, and
yeah.
But you have no control over that. Absolutely no control what people think.
Yeah. It's like I was talking with someone last night about this. I was thinking of doing it, and like we know around here where I live, you don't you see it everywhere. That flag, it's everywhere on vehicles, shirts, and all kinds of shit. And yeah, people around here seeing that, they'd be like, "Oh my God, she's lost her mind." No, I didn't. I think I found it.
Yeah.
So, hey, but yeah, thanks for coming on there, lads. You're welcome anytime.
No problem.
So,
I appreciate it.
The link will be below there, because of screw tube messing with the coding or whatever they've done with the chat there, where you can't come in with the link there on that. So it will be below.
All right, Becky. Take care.
You too. I got to go here in a few minutes anyway. But if anybody wants to come in after for a bit, if anybody's out there, I'll be here. So thanks again there to Laz. And y'all, listen to what we said there and try to act on it yourself to the best of your ability there. And don't be afraid. Like he said, don't be afraid to do these things like I just did there. So anyways, y'all have a great one. And I will see y'all Monday. So, or maybe later today. Who knows, whatever. But, yeah, the link is below. Anybody wants to come in here for a few minutes and chat there. So, and there's a damn dog outside there. I'll be right back. Get out of here. I'm sorry about that. It was a little dog, but still was coming to eat their food. But yeah, the link is below there if anybody wants to come in here for a bit. But thank y'all for watching. And like I said, have a great day and everything. And I will see y'all maybe later today, or if not, I'll see you sometime next week. So take care, y'all, and remember, save yourselves. Only you can save yourself. So see ya.